What's going on? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Normal Baseball Podcast. World Series Game 6 is currently going on, and the Astros are 3 outs away from winning the 2022 World Series. Let's get into it. And we're back. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Normal Baseball Podcast. I'm Alex Normal Dog. That's Lewis. And we are currently recording this with just 3 outs away. The Houston Astros are just 3 outs away from winning the 2022 World Series. Incredible performance. Great game. Let's talk about the game first so we can recap the game before the final out occurs. So
if this is not a jinx, I don't know what is.
If we jinx it, then
we would go down. Do you think
we'll get a fantastic reaction on the pod?
You think MLB images that precede unfortunate events would post us?
That would be funny. All right, so this game, Zach Wheeler started for the Phillies and Framber Valdez started for the Astros. They both had good starts in their... I take that back. Framber had a good start in his first outing in Game 2. Wheeler did not. The game was scoreless. Both pitchers were pitching very, very well. The first run came in the 6th inning when Kyle Schwarber hit a solo home run.
A Schwarbomb.
A Schwarbomb to right field to give the Phillies a 1-0 lead. Big moment. You're going to have to stop doing that. No, actually, yeah. Playing volleyball. Okay. Made it 1-0 Phillies. So at this point in the game, it was going to look like it was going to be very, very low scoring, crazy as we come back to the 9th inning here. And just like that, in the bottom half of that inning, the Astros get 2 runners at the corners, and Yordan Alvarez hits one of the furthest home runs. It went 450 feet to dead center. He pimped it. It looked like it went 600 feet.
I mean, if you switched the first 2 numbers and told me it went 540 feet,
all right, Jeff Passan.
I wouldn't believe that.
All right, Jeff Passan.
Dude, that's such a good way to put it, too. It was such a good way to put it because, it went over the batter's eye in dead center field at Minute Maid Park, which...
Crowd was going nuts.
Yeah, it's not easy to hit home runs there to begin with. They're usually middle of the pack. Minute Maid Park is usually middle of the pack when it comes to home runs allowed. I mean, that looked effortless. Yordan has been due this entire series, and what a time to finally get your mark.
It was wild. I agree, and it was just that moment in the World Series. It's something that could go in our World Series moments draft.
Yeah.
That was a signature moment that is probably going to lead to them winning this thing completely. And so, like I said, Yordan Alvarez 3-run bomb made it 3-1 Astros. Bottom of the 6th, they're in their home stadium. They're to their bullpen, which their bullpen looks absolutely lights out. So at this point for the Phillies, it's not looking great, is what we're trying to say. They would tack on another run with a single from Christian Vasquez. And
of all people.
That's kind of where we are now. From that point on, from before the Yordan homer, I'll be honest, the Phillies have just looked lifeless. They've kind of given up. I mean, to end the top of the 8th inning in Game 6 of the World Series, where win or else you're out. You're done. Win or go home for the Phillies.
Kyle Schwarber.
Just Kyle Schwarber bunted with 2 strikes to end the bottom of the 8th inning. Bunted foul with 2 strikes. Last out of the 8th inning. That's just hello. I have given up.
Yeah, that's
at least
we don't
swing
want to
the
play
bat.
this game anymore.
You're down 3 runs in the world as Rhys Hoskins hits a ball to right field, caught by Kyle Tucker, and the Astros are just 2 outs away. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. I was like, what is that?
That's the official marker of them throwing in the towel.
But at the same time, they're at the Astros bullpen. They've scored 1 run off the Astros bullpen all series.
Off Ryan Presley.
I don't believe it will.
Yeah, the JT. No.
No.
There was one run off of Presley.
But they can't hit the Astros bullpen. At the end of the day, the Phillies got cold. And they were on a hot streak, which is what led them to the World Series. And up until Game 3, they were doing great. And Game 4, they just hit an absolute freeze as JT Realmuto hits a single into center field with one out here in the ninth.
Who comes up? Bryce Harper.
For Bryce Harper.
Oh boy.
Could we have jinxed it? That would be crazy.
That would be hilarious.
Bryce Harper could make it a 1-run game with a home run off Presley here.
Yeah.
Wow. I really hope we jinx this because I want more baseball. I want to see baseball on November 6th, 2022.
Yeah.
So, I would love to have jinxed it.
Just to preface some things about this, I mean, everyone, like Alex had just mentioned, knew that the Phillies are streaky and they can get hot at any time and get cold at any time, but you never know with their turnaround. You know, like, I think that they proved a lot.
Oh, Bryce Harper.
Swinging
first pitch, pop up to left field, caught by Jordan for the second out. And the Astros are 1 out away from winning the 2022 World Series. Why don't we turn the TV up just a couple notches? I want to hear the call.
You want to hear the call?
Ryan Presley has been lights out.
Push. Oh, crap. The mic is definitely...
Put it down one. That's good. That's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Do you have predictions for MVP? I think
Jeremy
Pena, yeah. Although I think Ryan Presley has been incredible, but at the same time, the entire Astros, well, they can. They give it to Mo.
Yeah,
the entire Astros bullpen has been incredible. I could see Presley getting it, but I think it's probably going to go to Pena.
Yeah.
There's no way they give it to Jordan for one game, one homer.
It's between those two, and I mean,
here we go.
You can make a case for Bregman.
Nick Castellanos, first pitch, popped up to right field.
Wow.
And the Astros have won the 2022 World Series in Game 6 by the final score of 4-1. The Houston Astros win their second World Series in franchise history, their first non-tainted championship. And just like that, the 2022 season has come to an end.
Yeah.
What a game.
I'm blown away.
What a team. What a team.
Congratulations, Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker wins his first World Series.
As a manager.
Incredible.
I mean...
And the Houston Astros are on top...
Of the baseball
world, yeah. And you were spot on with your prediction. Astros in 6.
Oh, yeah, Astros in 6. That's what
Dusty Baker in the black gloves. Dusty has a plan, in the words of famous John Boy. Dusty has a plan. There's Martin Maldonado with his orange hair. The city of Houston is rocking right now. The city of Philadelphia is doing quite the opposite. Jeremy Pena hugs Jordan Alvarez, and dominant performance here in Game 4.
The Astros...
Game 6.
I think that this is now official where, in my opinion, I don't want to hear a single thing ever again about the cheating. They were a great team before the cheating scandal came out, and they've continued to be one, and they've gotten back to the point that every team wants to be at. And I am officially done with hearing about it.
Don't get me wrong. I don't see the 2017 World Series. I do not see that as a Astros World Series.
Yeah. No,
but this was legit, and this was a team with tons of new guys. Kyle Tucker runs into foul territory to make the final out. Trey Mancini has a World Series now.
God, congratulations just to the Houston Astros.
They had a dominant season.
Good job.
They really did. Verlander gets a ring.
Yeah, Verlander gets another one. Dusty gets one. Altuve gets a second.
Pena, the rookie.
Gets...
Probably going to win CS MVP and World Series MVP. Incredible.
Jordan gets his first under a new under that massive contract extension that he signed at the beginning of the season. Alex Bregman gets another one. Christian Vasquez now has a ring with the Red Sox and the Astros.
Yeah, this team was incredible.
This team is stacked.
And we kind of... I don't want to say we knew it was coming, but
They were the team to beat.
The writing was on the wall.
They were the team to beat, and no one could beat them.
Well, the Phillies beat them twice.
No one could beat them.
In a series.
Did anyone eliminate them from the playoffs?
No one could beat them in a series.
So the Astros back on top. I mean, get Altuve off the screen. I'm sorry, but Ken.
I want to hear from your Don.
Ken, there was tons more people you could have interviewed.
The Astros. I mean, something about this just feels just off. Yeah. It's like baseball's season's over. As of tomorrow morning, we're in the off season.
Yep, and as of, I believe...
technically right now.
As of, I think Monday morning, what is that, the 7th or the 8th? The 7th. The morning of the 7th, free agency will officially start, and, don't forget, guys, to stick around here with us. We'll be doing a ton of content when it comes to the off season and talking about what your favorite team will be doing this offseason. But right now, I mean, the Astros are back on top, like we've said.
Yeah.
And let's just take a moment.
And make sure to subscribe to stay kept up with us. Follow us on all the social medias because we will still be here in the offseason. I want to talk more about the Astros team and this whole series. I mean, their starting pitching, aside from Lance McCullers in one game, Game 3, their starting pitching was incredible. Their bullpen, lights out. Their offense wasn't
floundered in the beginning.
Yeah, but once Game 4 hit, their offense was completely fine. Chas McCormick saved Game 5 for them with that leaping catch onto the wall, falls back, imprints him in the back. Just everything was just incredible.
And let's just
big for the Astros.
Let's just talk about the other side of the field. Phillies, you guys made it a lot further than I think anybody would have expected. So, round of applause to you guys.
Why is Vasquez... Was Vasquez the... No, okay, wait, no, he wasn't. No, that's not what I was going to ask. I didn't know if he was the first one that got to Maldonado. I was like, that can't be.
No.
I mean, that's incredible. I think this might be like the first World Series in a couple of years that didn't end with a strikeout, right? Last year was a strikeout.
2021.
2020 was a strikeout.
2021.
Why do you keep saying 2021? I said last year already.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot, yeah.
2019 was a strikeout. That was Daniel Hudson.
Mm-hmm. 2018
was a strikeout. That was Chris Sale, Manny Machado. 17 was also a strikeout, I believe.
17
was not. 17 was a ground ball. So this is the first since the last Astros.
I mean, that's just crazy. I want to see the pitcher's reaction. I don't think they've even showed it. Yordan Alvarez, mammoth home run.
I'm not going to lie to you, that shirt is kind of fire. I like that.
It would have looked the same for everyone else.
I know, but that's just like that's a good design for a World Series championship shirt.
Wow, the Astros are the World Series champions. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised.
Now, how many times in the offseason do you think we'll see people reposting the Yordan home run? Because
I don't care. Repost it all you want. It was insane.
It was just insane. I mean, you can't not say congratulations, Astros. But back to what I was saying. I mean, on the other side of the ball, Phillies, you guys made it further than anybody else would have thought, and you fought. You fought. Going 6 games against the Astros is not easy. Going 4 games against them is not easy, and to think you guys split those two and then kind of fell off at the end is crazy. But
yeah,
you can only go up from here if you're within the Phillies, and you have to realize that although you guys caught lightning in a bottle, being able to beat the Braves and the Padres, I mean, there's plenty to talk about when it comes to this offseason.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame they couldn't have stayed hot and took this to a Game 7 or even win it in Game 6. Like, they could have flipped the script. But they just went cold, and the Astros took full advantage because we all knew the Astros weren't going to go cold. They weren't cold at all this season. Maybe in the beginning, a little bit they were cold, but after the beginning of the season, they were on a course to win this World Series, and it seemed destined. I mean,
I don't want to say destined, but it seemed like we all knew it was coming.
There was a point in time where the Astros we're behind the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Beginning of the season.
Holy crap! I completely forgot about that.
Beginning of the season, it's fine.
I mean,
wow. So, yeah, like I said, it was kind of. We all knew it was happening. We all knew they were coming. We all knew they were the best team in the American League. Once the Dodgers got eliminated, it was
as they do almost every year.
I think if the Dodgers made it, they might have won. I don't think the Padres would have won. I don't think the Braves would have won. This Astros team, This Astros team was incredible. I mean, where's the weak point? There's no weak point.
It was catcher, and then they brought in Christian Vasquez.
But they, I was gonna say the weak point is catcher, but they have Vasquez is like one of the best defensive catchers in baseball.
Yeah.
Maldonado is just bad in general, but that's fine when you have Vasquez.
Hey, that's Silver Slugger Award finalist.
They have no weak point.
Yeah.
And who's coming back on this team? Everyone, right? Who's leaving?
All right.
We're sheet checking live on air.
So, this team, Verlander, they need to keep. I mean, Verlander was their Cy Young.
Yeah,
he's gonna win this Cy Young. Michael Brantley. Do they want him back though?
No, they're not.
He was great this year. He batted .300.
Yeah, in a limited sample of games because he
played over 100 games.
Yeah, but then he got injured down the stretch.
I think he's a big part.
I think they're gonna let him walk. Who else?
Will Smith. He's pretty important.
He's very important. That's
Yuli Gurriel
sought after. I think he might retire.
Yuli Gurriel, they don't need him.
How old is he?
They have Mancini.
He's like 39.
38.
38. He'll probably be 39.
Maldonado and Vasquez. So they're gonna need a catcher.
They're probably gonna opt to keep Vasquez before Maldonado.
We shall see. Aledmus Diaz doesn't matter. Jason Castro, that's another catcher gone. And Rafael Montero. So they have a couple people they need to sign, but all their important, every single important player they have, like ultra important player they have, is staying. Tucker, McCormick, Altuve, Pena, Bregman, Alvarez. That's
their entire pitching staff.
McCullers, Valdez, Javier. Just
they have a lot,
is what we're trying to say. And congrats to the Astros. 2022 World Series champions. I think that'll do it for us for the 2022 regular season. We've made it.
Thank you guys for anybody who's... Shut up. For anybody who's stuck around with us being normal baseball all season, thank you.
And if you're new, make sure to stick with us from starting now. The
off-season
follow,
is where we
like,
thrive.
Subscribe. Off-season. We love the off-season. We have a lot of fun stuff planned. Make sure to be looking at all of our social media.
We're looking at some stuff that we have planned over here, too.
Yeah, just make sure you keep it up with us. And do not lose touch with us because we are baseball all season.
Oh, yeah.
Every season is baseball season.
The baseball will not stop around here. And hopefully throughout the course of the off-season, we can talk about your favorite team and answer any question marks that either ourselves or you guys come up with.
Yep, and now I think we should be getting ready for the MVP, World Series MVP trophy award given out.
So, we're both going to go with Jeremy Pena?
My guess is Jeremy Pena. I mean, it makes sense. The amount of hits that guy... I think he had 9 hits.
14 hits and...
No, he did not have 14 hits.
In 13 games across the entire postseason.
No, that's not postseason. We're just talking World Series.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying that just shows how good he was and
he must have had more than 14 hits. All right, here we go.
This is terrible podcasting. Now we're just going to watch. You guys have to listen to the silence.
We could talk. Who said we're having silence?
Oh my god, that's MLB Network. I thought that was the Fox stuff.
So... Yeah, like I said, Jeremy Pena has been an absolute stud all season. We knew he was going to be the shortstop of the future for the Astros. It was more of a question of if he was going to break out. And I think this postseason shows that he is more than ready to break out, and he is the future for the Astros shortstop position. They don't need Correa. They have Jeremy Pena. ALCS MVP. Probably close runner-up for Rookie of the Year. Not close, but like he'll be in like top 5, top 3.
Mm-hmm. He will be top 3.
Yeah. And then what else? He's probably about to win the World Series MVP unless they give it to Presley.
I can't fucking stand Rob Manfred.
Rob Manfred talking. Christian Javier in the background. Lance McCullers in the background, like he did anything this World Series.
Well, he did, just for the wrong team.
He did stuff, yeah, for the Phillies. He played for the Phillies. Jim Crane. Okay, no one cares about Jim Crane.
I don't care about Jim Crane. Put down.
I just want to know who wins the MVP. And
they won it in their cool alternate home jerseys.
Oh, we also didn't say first team to win it in their home stadium since the 2013 Red Sox. So first time in 9 years that a team has clinched the World Series in their home stadium. Yeah. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, I feel celebrating in front of your own fans must be one of the best feelings in all of sports.
But looking on the other side, celebrating in the away stadium also seems like one of the best experiences in sports. You know,
they're probably 1A and 1B.
Like, yeah, we just beat you.
Yeah, we just beat you. And
Atlanta Braves celebrated on this field last year.
Yeah, the Phillies celebrated earlier this season for making the playoffs on this field.
Yeah, that as a home team that sucks. As an away team, that's probably one of the best feelings in the world.
Oh yeah.
It's like as a fan, if you go to the away game and your team wins, it's gonna be a great feeling because it's like, yeah, I'm different here, but I'm better than everyone else in this moment.
Yeah.
Altuve's holding the trophy as Altuve does.
Shit, that kid is almost the same size.
The little child on the stage is the same size as Jose Altuve.
So, just to point out one thing, the Astros, after their cheating scandal in 2017, and it was uncovered after the 2020 or right before the 2020 season. One thing that did happen that I like to point to as a major reason as to why the Astros stayed as good as they have been since 2015 was they had to basically clean out their front office, and they brought in new guys who are all more analytically driven, who are all younger and more focused on the game, as compared to most front offices have older generation of older ball players or just older fans in general. And I think that's one of the major contributing factors into why Jeremy Pena got called up. Why they signed Yordan Alvarez to this big extension before you really got to see the full Yordan. Why they made the trades that they made. I mean...
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Their front office knows what to do, when to do it.
And the entire baseball world should look at what happened with them over the past 5 years, take note of it, and try to learn from it.
No! This has to stop. That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
I will not stand for feet on the volleyball.
You're sitting.
I will not stand.
Okay, can they just tell me who won Jeremy Pena? What if they give it to...
Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley on the crutches comes out. What if they still give it to Brandon Marsh?
Dusty's a very good manager. I'm glad he got one.
What if they give it to Brandon Marsh?
Someone tells me.
They could.
Wait. They're zooming in on Jeremy Pena. They know. No, you don't have to turn it up. Yep, Jeremy Pena.
Wow.
The rookie wins World Series MVP. Clap it up. We gotta clap it up for Jeremy Pena. Stud. The guy is a stud. He's the future of their organization. Once Altuve's gone, it's this kid.
Dude, he's the face of baseball.
Dare I say Jeter vibes?
Dare I say
wild. Jeter vibes? He's doing what Jeter did.
Houston, we love you.
Leading them to a championship in his rookie year.
Did he?
CS MVP. Yeah, 96. The Yankees won the World Series. Jeter won World Series MVP, I believe. Wild.
First rookie.
Good job.
First rookie to win both MVPs.
We gotta round this out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys all season. We already said the thank yous. Blah blah blah. Astros win the 2022 World Series. We'll see you guys a couple days for off-season content.
Yeah.
Peace.